Hi guys, welcome to the pick a card. We're looking at the November energy, which I'm super excited to do. So we have 3 piles here. As you can see, I have pulled 1 card for each pile from my friend's new oracle deck that she has created. So if you like this deck when we go through it, if you're interested in it, feel free to check out the link down below. She does have it for sale. She has like so many copies. So, and also she is on Kickstarter right now until the end of today when you see this, October 31st, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She is in the midst of trying to, on Kickstarter, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's people put decks and stuff on there to get funded for their projects. And so it's on there right now and she's only like $100 Canadian dollars, which is less than American, or more than American, I guess. In American, it would probably be like $70 or something. She's only like 1 or 2 pledges away from getting it fully funded on there, which would be super exciting for her. So if you guys are interested, check out the link. If it's not available, it will be removed and it'll just be her regular link for it. But yeah, feel free to check it out. Just want to give that little shout out to her. I did do a whole review on her deck on my channel, so you guys can check that out too. I'll kind of tag it above here. But yeah, we have 3 piles for today. We're going to check out the November energy, which I'm super excited about. I feel like November is going to be very transformative. Obviously, we're in Scorpio season, so that's fun too. But yeah, let's kind of dive into it. So we have pile number 1 here with the Golden Healer Palm Stone. This is a new crystal that I got. We have pile number 2 here with our trusted selenite wand. And then we have pile number 3 with this fun little strawberry quartz square crystal. It's got some shimmer in it. So these are your 3 piles. Feel free to obviously move to the one you feel most called to, but also if you feel called to multiple, feel free to watch however many you want. Timestamps will be down below, and you will see it kind of in the bottom here of like where the piles are as well, and you'll see them in the descriptions and in the the comments. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So I hope to see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this Golden Healer Palm Stone crystal. This is going to be your reading for the month of November. So let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. So pile 1, this is your first card that I pulled, but we have lots of other oracles and tarot to pull. So you guys got number 10, the Raven, Beauty Beneath the Surface. This is a very Scorpio card, I feel like. Some of you might maybe have Scorpio in your chart. Maybe it's like Scorpio season for you, like your birthday season, that sort of thing. I feel like there's something about your perspective. Like there's maybe like there's positive things going on beneath the surface, even if you maybe don't see it or if you don't feel it, something to that effect. Now this also I feel like as well is like your internal state. So yeah, it's like beauty, inside beauty, right? Internal beauty. Let's see. We have stay in integrity. What else here for pile 1 for the month of November? By the way, this is my friend's oracle deck, so if you like it, feel free to check it out with the link below. We have the past and we have stay integrity. Okay, interesting. And then transformation, there's that Scorpio energy again. So some of you definitely might have Scorpio in your chart, or for some reason this season specifically is very potent for you, I'm getting. I'm getting there's like a need to like stay the course, stay the path. So I don't know if some of you are, again, you might not maybe be seeing the transformation. You might not be seeing the positive things that are maybe happening, or maybe your mindset is a little bit funky. It could be getting caught up in the past, or maybe there's past things that have happened to you, or experiences that have shaped your thoughts and beliefs that could be influencing you this month. And so there could be a lot of like subconscious stuff coming up. There could be maybe even memories, right? It does say moon memories. There could be things from the past, or it feels like change is happening, and it's like you're trying to, it's like there is finding joy in the past. It's giving me like when people look at pictures, it can bring so much joy. Like we always loved that as kids, looking at all the family photos and all kinds of stuff, but it's like you're looking into the past when you're staring at pictures, right? And so I feel like there's an acknowledgement of maybe how good things used to be, or like there was an enjoyment to the way things used to be, even if they weren't the best, right? They could have been like sentimental almost to you. And so I feel like, but there's change happening now. There's change. You're shifting. Your situation, your circumstances are shifting. Things aren't the same. And I feel like it's important for you to stay the course, stay the path, in the sense, because I'm really being drawn to this road. So it's important that you keep moving forward. You can have these memories of the past. You can go back to them. You can always kind of count on them, but remember that change is also beautiful. Change is also important. And you are walking a specific path right now, or maybe you want to see certain things in your life right now, and that can happen for you. But I just feel it's like, don't get distracted by the past. Don't get distracted by what once was, and get caught in the comfort of that. I feel like it's time to spread your wings as I look at that Raven card. It's time to spread your wings. But there might be a lot of like reflection. We are actually going to be going through a Mercury retrograde this month, so this could be why maybe some of that's coming up. We also have a Merry Motive, number 20. And we have Shining Through, number 30. So that's cool. 20 and 30. Interesting. Actually, what's crazy, we have 10, 20, 30. There's progression here. There's progression. There's things moving. There's things changing. I feel like you could be making, like, I'm hearing like leaps and bounds as well. We have seeing beyond. So your intuition, I feel like your vision for things, you're seeing the bigger picture. I feel like there's this Merry Motive makes me think of like, why are you doing things? Like, why are you doing things? Because you genuinely love them? Are things bringing you joy? So it's like staying in alignment. I feel like there's something about like what you enjoy to do, who you enjoy to be, how you enjoy to feel, and doing things in alignment with that. And allowing your true sense of self to really shine through, to really like be bold, I'm also getting to that there could be a lot of like intuitive downloads that you might have this month as well. So let's see if we can get a little more specific with the tarot here. And it's interesting, I'm getting like the blossoming, like the spreading the wings, the blossoming as well. Okay, let's see. Actually, what's funny is on the transformation card, she has her arms really wide as well. Kind of like she's spreading her wings. Okay, so let's see any specific things that want to come through here for pile number 1 in the month of November. Page of Swords, interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Pile 1 for November. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Chariot. So I feel like there's a lot of determination for you this month. You might be really, I don't know if you're learning more about something or you're trying to figure some things out. It's like your progress is kind of slow and steady, especially with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. It's like you might want it to go fast. We do also have the Two of Wands here, Nine of Pentacles. So there's lots of goals and like a vision that you have for your life, right? Like we were kind of getting that with that seeing beyond. There's a vision, there's something that the way you want to live, how you want to feel in your body, the direction you want your life to go in. And I feel like you're just maybe kind of, I don't know if questioning things is the right thing. I feel like making sure that you're not getting caught in overthinking or things having to be perfect or feeling like you have to know all the answers in order to take action, in order to move forward. Because I feel like there's possibly an opportunity with this Four of Cups that you might miss if you overthink things, if you question things too much, if you're trying to be really practical. I feel like with all this, these oracle cards are very like, they're not very practical in their, it's more about staying in alignment than it is about, oh, does this make the most sense logically, right? And so I feel like there is practicality here. I feel like you are very practical, but it's making sure that we don't get too much into that, right? Where it's almost like slowing us down or holding us back. Now, there could be something that you're really working on this month as well. Like there could be projects, maybe courses, things that you're really committed to, that you're taking the time and the energy. But again, make sure that this isn't like holding you back from other opportunities, or if you feel like your energy or your just kind of feeling like unfulfilled, like just disconnected, like make sure you take a break from things. Like you don't have to keep pushing forward just because, like allow yourself to enjoy other things in your life as well. So making sure that you're not, I don't want to say pushing yourself too much, but just kind of like in this space of making sure that you're not just overdoing it. I feel like there could be something work related that you're working on, or you're really steadily working on your work. Like you could just be very, I don't even want to say really busy, but it's like consistently busy with things this week or this month. You could definitely be learning something. If there's something with your career or something with, like, even if you're in school or something like that, it's like you're working on things and you're learning things and you're progressing. Some of you might be trying to get from this Knight to this King, like you're trying to evolve yourself. You're trying to expand maybe your sense of knowledge and your skills. I feel like from a love perspective or relationship perspective, making sure that, again, you're not ignoring them, or if you're feeling kind of, I just feel like there might be this energy this month to like take a step back, possibly if you're feeling kind of funky. And then I feel like that's going to help your relationships as well. Romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. But some of you are very focused on like what it is that you're learning, or your skills, or a direction that you want to take here in your life. It could even be just with like your health. Like you're very focused on your health. I feel like it's like not getting so caught up in the progression or the growth. Like enjoy the process. I feel like that's a little bit of what this like Raven is like enjoy the process, enjoy the path, not getting so caught up in oh, well, I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be. And for some of you, maybe I'm not where I used to be. There could be something about getting you back to where you used to be, whether maybe that's in your health, or maybe that's in like making a certain amount of money, or how you feel. Yeah, interesting. 6 of Cups, which is kind of the past, right? It's all about that nostalgia, the memories, things from childhood. There's something that I feel like might bring you a sense of joy this month. We do have 9 of Swords, but some of you are kind of caught up in the past, or it's, I don't want to say haunting you, but it's kind of like it's distracting you. Remember I was saying like stay in integrity, make sure that you're not getting caught up in the past and it's preventing you from moving forward, right? So I don't know what that's with regards to. Anything else specifically that wants to come out here for pile 1? 9 of Cups. Okay, so there is good feelings. Like with the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, like those are positive energies. I feel like there's really something about making sure that you're doing what you enjoy to do, doing what fills you, doing what fills your cup. I feel like some of you could be working towards like a wish fulfillment, a dream, abundance, success, like really trying to work towards a goal that you have. I feel like this 4 of Cups is kind of just saying when things don't start to feel like the 4 of Cups instead of the 9 of Cups, that's when maybe you need to take a bit of a break. Clarify this 4 of Cups here. We got the Ace of Wands, we got the 7 of Wands, and we got the 10 of Cups. Yeah, there is something about like a fresh start, new energy, creativity. This could be something maybe you're learning about or you're putting into motion. It's like, don't question yourself. You might have to really go, like, I feel like there's a need for you to really go for what you want this month. And not that you're making like bold, crazy decisions, but just like, if you have a vision, you have a dream, you have a goal, a wish that you want to have, and there might be days where you don't want to show up for it, but you still should, or it's like reminding yourself of like what the end goal is here with that 10 of Cups. So what else for pile 1 in November? We have generosity, we have patience, and we have purification. Interesting. And we have purity. You're being cleansed, you're being cleared. I feel like that's part of this transformation. Some of you might need to clear your energy, or clear or cleanse your energy. Like there's something about like setting yourself free, but I feel like it's almost like setting yourself free possibly from the past, or some of you are also waiting for this new thing to come through. You're waiting for, it's almost like you're waiting for this generosity, you're waiting to receive, and possibly just waiting to receive like good things, like you're waiting for the results. So possibly in the month of November, you're not necessarily going to see all the results that you, like your life isn't going to be completely transformed in the month of November. Obviously those things could take time, but I think you're going to start to see pieces of it. And I think a lot of it, like anything, is also specific to like how much action are you taking? Are you staying stuck? Are you overthinking things? Are you questioning things? Are you needing to know all the answers before you take action? Because that's going to slow down the progress. So let's get an angel number for you guys. Angel number for pile number 1 in the month of November. Also, feel free to come back to this reading. I did have someone comment about how they came back to the October reading, pick a card reading, and it made a lot of sense at the end of the month. So feel free to come back to this, save this. So you guys got 3 cards. So we got the 911 light worker. You are being called upon. Your angels call upon you to use your spiritual development to inspire others. You possess the gifts of spirit to remind people that their higher power rests inside them. It's time. The time is now to make changes in your life works as to carry out this divine calling. Reflect on how you can contribute to the healing of the world around you. I feel like this is also just like you stepping into the alignment. Again, there's something I feel like with your career or work or what you do for even just like a hobby or something, like how you show up in the world. And I really feel like you're being asked and called into something, and that's part of this transformation. We have 682 with bravery. You are supported to be you. Interesting. We talked about, I feel like that integrity is like about you being yourself. It says your angels reveal their affirmation that it takes courage to live life differently. They fill you with their support to live life bravely as you authentically are. Make a mental list today of the places you have feared being yourself. Think of a small way to confront one of those fears now. And there could be something too around this Raven of like feeling like you're maybe not good enough or capable, not seeing the beauty within yourself to express it, right? And then we have 511 with inner power, unlock your potential. Your angels call upon you to think of something you are scared to do and consider doing it. It's time to have confidence in the parts of yourself you feel are weak, and there is supportive angelic energy on your side. Reflect on what you feel you can't get back. Reflect on what you feel you can't get because of a lack of confidence in life. Asking for a raise, making a friendship closer, taking that new class. The time to go for it is now. So this is kind of linked to that, like being brave, harnessing your power so that you can step into, I feel like, your purpose, what you're here to do, what the path in which you're going right now through this month of November. It's about staying, again, like on that path and allowing yourself to shine through, allowing your confidence, your bravery, your power to shine through to get you to where you're trying to go. And I feel like, again, some of you might have some subconscious blocks when it comes to your power, stepping into your authenticity, right? And so looking at those sorts of things this month will also be important for you guys. So hopefully that resonates for you guys. Let me know down below. If not, feel free to check out a different reading on my channel, but hopefully you enjoyed this reading. Hopefully it resonated for you. Make sure you like and subscribe if this is something that resonated with you. Leave a comment. All those things help the channel, help get these messages out to the people who also need to hear them for their own journey. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a wonderful month of November, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this selenite wand. This is going to be your reading for the month of November. So let's see. This is my friend's deck. So we are going to see what card you got, and then we're going to dive into some more oracles and tarot and get some other messages for you. If you like this deck and you're interested in it, feel free to check it out down below. So you guys got number 33, master number, porcupine, prickled with purpose. This card always makes me kind of laugh. I think it's so cute. So you guys this month might have a very like clear direction on something. Like you might feel really prickled. Makes me think of like tickled, like you're tickled with purpose. Like you could be really giddy. There's a lot of like really positive energy towards something this month. Let's see. But also at the same time, you're very protective, right? The porcupine with his prickles, I forget what they're called, but they are like, they're a protective mechanism, right? Like they're flat when they feel safe, and then they're up when they are kind of defending themselves, right? And when they don't feel safe. So for some of you, there could be also too a lot of like you protecting your energy or protecting your purpose, like protecting what you like, not letting other people get in the way, basically. Like you're not letting other people like taint your view on things. We have transformation. Interesting. That came up at the bottom of the deck for the other like pile 1. What else here for pile 2? We have seek healing. Okay. Interesting. We have take the lead at the bottom of the deck. So there could be some of you might do healing work. you might help people through some sort of healing or transformation. This could even be just like, it could be in money, it could be in health, it could be in relationships, like it could be in any area, but it's like you help people heal an element or a space or something in their life. And I feel like for some of you, this purpose either comes from like a personal experience or something you've been through. Yeah, it's like the purpose has a personal element to it. And I feel like you're really stepping into like your purpose here. And this purpose is not only helping change other people's lives, even if it's like a product or something, but it's also helping, it's going to be changing your life. I feel like once you really fully step into this purpose, I feel like you're very driven this month. There is an element here, I want to say as well, of like making sure that you are regulated, that you're calm, that you've got composure. I don't even want to say composure because that's not even like necessarily right. It's giving nervous system regulation. It's giving safety. When I was talking about the safety with the prickles versus the being more relaxed, it's giving like making sure that you have your, we'll say, guard down. Yes, you can fight for what you want. Yes, there might be moments of stress, but you might also need to work on letting your guard down so this transformation can happen, right? Allowing yourself to receive. If you guys are working through nervous system stuff when it comes to your business, your career, I do actually have a different channel with my podcast, and my Instagram very much goes over all of that and covers. It's all about helping female entrepreneurs with their businesses, but from a nervous system perspective, because so many of us get caught up in like the business strategy and stuff like that. And we don't focus on our own energy, right? And so that's what I help people focus on, is like, how can you work on your own energy? And then the strategy falls into place, the selling, the sales, the content, everything starts to fall into place because you're more regulated around the tasks and the things that you have to do for your business. And it helps you clear subconscious blocks and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that type of content, or you feel like you need to start working on that, feel free to check out my other channel, my podcast, or even just my Instagram, because I share all of that there. So, okay. So let's see. We also have in perfect harmony, number 11. So 1133, interesting. And we have 40, the land between. It's funny, with the numbers, pile 1 had like 10, 20, and 30 or something like that, which was kind of cool. You have 11 and 33. So 2 master numbers. You're kind of in this in between. I feel like your things are starting to, I'm getting like merge together, come into alignment. We do have number 43 at the bottom of the deck with spirit of gratitude. So you're being called to align yourself, align your energy, align your vision with your dreams, your goals, your actions, your energy, right? Like all of those things have to like, I'm almost seeing with the healing here, like these spheres, like, okay, your energy, your business's energy, your purpose, your intention, your goals, like all of these things starting to like come into alignment. And then there's going to be healing because of that. Like you're in this space of things starting to come together. I feel like with the land in between, you maybe aren't, you're not where you want to be yet, but I feel like there's this land in between. So it's like you're kind of in the midst, but I almost feel like these two things or parts of yourself are starting to come together. They're starting to merge together, even though that's not necessarily what this card means. I feel like as well, you could be trying to hop from one place to another. So you might be trying to jump timelines or, again, really create a transformation here. I really feel like you're in alignment. I feel like this group for sure, like with this prickled with purpose in perfect harmony, like you are in a very good space with like what it is that you're doing. I feel like it's managing the energy and managing the, like taking the lead, taking the action. There could be, I feel like, things coming up possibly emotions, things like that throughout this journey, that's where you're going to have to do some of the deeper work, do some subconscious work, do some nervous system regulation stuff, like allow yourself to process it, move through it so that you can move past it. And so I feel like that's going to be very important. Let's see if there's anything in the tarot here. Pile number 2 for the month of November. Pile number 2 for the month of November. We got the Ace of Wands. There's lots of passion, lots of excitement, lots of like ideas, energy. Yeah, we got the Fool card. You're ready to move in a new direction or like start a chapter here. I think you've already got the idea, the direction. Like it's not, there might be even more ideas that come through, but I feel like you've already got the gist of what you're trying to do. Your energy is very strong. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Let's get one more here for pile 2 for the month of November. Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of like, bam, like big energy here. We got the Knight of Wands, we got the Ace of Wands, we got the Fool. The 4 of Swords is saying it's important to rest as well. It's important to do some healing, to relax, to take a break, to maybe be on your own so that you can gather up more and more energy so that you can continue the output. So people often demonize rest and be like, oh, I'll rest when I'm dead kind of thing. But what that does is it actually, one, reduces your life, like your lifetime, your life expectancy, I would say, because you're just like riddled with stress and probably not sleeping well. But what it also doesn't allow us to do is to keep going. So sometimes we need micro pauses. We need a day off in the week so that we can keep up this big energy, this vitality, these ideas, this like feeling like we're in flow, feeling like everything's going, everything's moving. I've got excitement, I've got ideas, I've got energy. In order to maintain that, we have to take moments of pause. We have to take moments of rest. And so I feel like with what you're doing right now, you have so much excitement, so much like action that you're really wanting to take, so much passion that you're really like wanting to go for things. We even have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? So there's a lot of like fiery energy here. The Fool card, it can be a card of Aries. So it's like this fiery energy, right? I feel like there is a need for space. There is a need for you to at times pull back to not only protect your purpose, right? But allow the full transformation to happen and to help you actually get from one side to the other. Because for some of you, this is, if you don't take moments of rest, you're going to burn out. That's the thing with the Wands energy. It's fast, it's quick. And so like fire burns out, fire doesn't last forever, right? And so I feel like there's a need for you to make sure you're incorporating moments of pause. Whether that's in your day, your morning, your evening, the week, like just intentionally set an element of pause so that you can keep taking this action. You can keep feeling invigorated with your purpose, your passion, keep feeling like you're operating from this place of alignment and like things are really starting to flow and go and do big things. So there's a big emphasis on your energy this month. All right, let's see. We also have the Emperor coming out for you. Pile 2 for November. Some of you might have like fire in your chart. So the Emperor, we have the Judgment. We have Queen of Swords and we got the Ace of Swords. Yeah. So there's clear direction. Some of you are definitely like doing your own thing, being your own boss, like starting your own projects, taking the authoritative role in your projects. like a leadership type of position. We even have, like I have said before, like the take the lead. So you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of expertise. I feel like that's why, like, some of you literally have experience, or you've been through this before, whatever you're helping other people with, or whatever your purpose feels like. It's because you've experienced something in your life, and now it's about you following the calling here with judgment. If there is a decision, a big decision that you have to make this month, I feel like you know, there's no question about the decision. It's just a matter of, like, you're being called to make the decision. You very much have your direction, your truth, I think there's a breakthrough that's going to be coming here for you this month. And it's not that everything falls into place, but it's that you feel a shift in the energy. You feel a shift in, like, you're really falling into your life purpose here. There is a strong element of, like, this masculine doing energy, because even this Queen of Swords energy is like a good mix of masculine and feminine energy. So it is important for you to be very direct, have boundaries, making sure that you're conserving your energy, know when and where. The Queen of Swords is very discerning. She knows when and where to put her energy, to put her actions. I feel like there's structures that you might be implementing. Some of you, if this is like a business, it could be strategies or processes, or like you're just very structured in how you're working on things. But I feel like we need to make sure that we also don't lose the creativity. We need to make sure that we're also not losing, again, the softness, the rest, the flow, making sure that our mind and our energy stays clear so that we can keep up with this strategy, this process of things. You're very disciplined. You're very focused on what it is that you want this month, which is a beautiful energy to be in. It's not that we don't want that energy, because we absolutely do, because that's what helps move the needle forward, but we also need to make sure that we're still taking care of ourselves. And that's where I feel like this is like a big message here for you guys. So let's see. What else here for pile 2 in the month of November? What does pile 2 need to know? Yeah, change. Look at that dragonfly spirit. There's change happening for sure. I feel like it's a change though, in like, I feel like it's like an energetic change of how you feel. I'm just going to take the ones that have flipped over here. So we have change, letting go, and activation, and we have truth at the bottom of the deck. Definitely makes sense. You're releasing things. Again, there could be things you're healing from, things you've already healed from. I feel like there's like subconscious blocks, things that you're healing from that are helping you make this change. You're going to feel very activated. I am getting this very, like I said, strong energy this month. You're feeling very activated. You're feeling very almost like initiated. There's an excitement here for sure. There's definitely an excitement here. Let's see. Let's get an angel message here or an angel number, I should say, for pile number 2 for the month of November. Angel number for pile 2. This deck is like huge. I think it's like 100 cards. Okay. Angel number for pile 2. Yeah, this is definitely kind of what I'm talking about here. So you got 700 with originate. Your thoughts create your reality. Yes. There is bravery in wanting something in life. It can lead to disappointment, but your angels want you to take that chance. What is it that you want? They are sending energy to you so as to manifest your desires in your life. Your work today is to want something. Write a closely held desire on a piece of paper and put the paper somewhere safe, such as a bedside drawer. So there's an element of setting intention here for what it is that you want, but I also feel like this is about going after what you want, being unafraid to make the change. And even if you feel the fear, move through it, right? And your thoughts create your reality. So when you start to feel like your thoughts aren't on board with what it is that you want, that's when we need to do the nervous system work. That's when we need to take a pause. When we need to take a break, take a rest, go for a walk, meditate, whatever, right? So I feel like this is going to be your obstacle, challenge. The resistance that you might feel this month is in your mind. And that's going to affect your energy. And it's going to affect like how much you can keep up with what you're trying to do. And you want to keep up with what you want to do, right? Because then you're going to feel frustrated that you can't keep up. So that's where that part of that is going to be super, super important. So again, if you want guidance like that, feel free to check out my podcast down below on my other channel, as well as my Instagram for sure, because I share all kinds of stuff on that if this message resonates with you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. That's your message. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Make sure that you do like, subscribe, comment if this resonated with you. Helps me, helps the channel, helps people who need these messages find these messages as well. Like I said, all of my information is down below. If you like this oracle deck of this first card that we pulled out here, it's my friend's oracle deck. And if you want that information, her link for that is down below as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful month of November, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this strawberry square quartz crystal. This is going to be your reading for the month of November. So let's get into it. This is a card from my friend's new deck. If you want to see more about it or purchase it or whatever, the link is down below. But let's see what we got for you guys. So we have Darkness Reveals What Light Conceals, number 55 with the bat. So this card, it does speak about the subconscious mind. It's like what's in the shadows, or even just looking at your shadow. And I feel like if you can't figure something out, it's probably sitting in your shadow this month. Interesting, I just saw 55 on the clock and it's number 55. So, and 5s indicate change as well, right? I feel like for you, there's something like you might not be seeing, or again, you might feel stuck in a certain position, or you might feel like you're maybe feeling like held back, or you can't seem to get change. And it's because there's something deeper within you, a shadow aspect, a subconscious belief, something like that, or something in your subconscious mind that's maybe holding you, I almost want to say holding you hostage. So let's see what else we can get here. We have changes. Pile number 3 for November. Yeah, we also have watch for signs. Interesting. Forgiveness here at the bottom of the deck with full moon. Full moon could be important for you. I feel like changes want to happen. Butterflies can be a symbol of transformation and change as well. But you might need to, I'm getting like with this forgiveness, like you might need to let something go, like forgive yourself, forgive another person. Like there might be something I feel like subconsciously that's maybe if you have anything that you like, any like a butterfly or things from spirit, like messages like that you get from spirit, like, oh, show me this if blah blah blah, like if you have anything like that, I feel like that this month will be a time where you'll see a lot of those things. You might also just get signs, even if you don't normally get them. I feel like changes are either happening or want to happen for you. Let's see, pile 3. We have the Oracle's Gift, number 37. What else here for pile 3? We have Opening to Discovery, 34. something wants to be unlocked. There's something that I feel like you're going to be finding this month or seeing this month. Yeah, we have smoke and mirrors at number 42 at the bottom. So it's like you could be seeing something a little more clearly this month or seeing through an illusion. And for some of you, this illusion is like something that's been in your mind, something that's been affecting you. Some of you, your intuition and like your spiritual connection might feel very heightened this month. Like you might all of a sudden be getting, even if you're somebody who doesn't really get a whole lot of signs, you might be seeing like numbers everywhere or a certain like, again, like a butterfly or a certain animal or something like everywhere, or things just might feel kind of magical a little bit this month, and maybe mystical is a better word for some of you. The Oracle's gift, I feel like this is giving me like, it's giving me like people, when people do like the tea leaf readings. Some of you might be getting a reading this month. Some of you, though, if you are a very spiritual person to begin with, I feel like there might be unlocking a belief, a subconscious belief, something that's been holding you back from stepping into your gifts more, to creating changes when it comes to your gifts. Like it's like you're wanting to step into a new realm, right? Open yourself up to a new realm. You have what it takes to do that. I feel like though there's something maybe within you that is like holding you back, whether it's like, what if I'm wrong? Or people are going to think I'm weird or something to that effect. There is that possibility here. But I almost feel like you can sense that changes are happening or changes are to come. But there's change in how you see something. And it's opening you up to a new perspective, a new world, a new path, even possibly for some of you. It's almost like an element of like awakening is kind of what I'm getting. This energy feels very like conservative, like I'm getting like trepidation, like you're like just kind of like starting to dip your toes. And maybe for some of you, this is like spirituality just in general, like you're starting to kind of dip your toe in to spirituality. We have the Knight of Pentacles. What else here for pile 3 in November? We have the Lovers. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Magician. I do feel like you're kind of stepping into your power. Some of you could be opening up to like manifestation as well. We have King of Cups here at the bottom. I feel like there's almost like you discovering that like you have more power when it comes to your reality than you maybe have previously given yourself credit for. So there might have been a part of you that was very practical, a part of you that maybe is very like almost kind of this more material, but like, well, the world is just the way it is, or like life is just the way it is, and not realizing that like you have the power to create change. I feel like you're starting to kind of like align with your higher self, with the divine, and you're starting to understand that like, again, the energy, the effort, the work, the beliefs, the things that you have, these things are available for you to change. They're within your power to create change in your life. Like understanding that you get to be the alchemist, you get to be the magician in your own life, and you have everything that you need to create change. It might take some time, right? We do have Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles here. This is kind of like time. This takes time. They're slower, patient type of energies. And so there is like this has maybe been a bit of a journey, or this has been, you've been experiencing slower change, or you've been really trying to invest in this, but it's been a bit of a process, like to see results, to see change. I don't feel like it's not changing. I just feel like it's opening you up very slowly. I think you're slowly kind of starting to come on board with things. Opening up your intuition, opening up your, like, paying attention to the signs, seeing signs and trusting that they're actually signs, right? Like things like that. There's something about your spirituality. And then how that manifests on the real life, like how that is created in your real life. We have the Hermit. Yeah, some of you could be going through like a dark night of the soul, like a spiritual journey here. Like I definitely see that. Doing some soul searching, trying to figure out who you are. Things could be changing about yourself. You could be, again, opening up to new belief systems, new ways of seeing things, new worlds, right? What else here for pile 3? I'll take the ones that flipped. Yeah, interesting. We have the Strength card, or the Hierophant. We do have the Strength card as well, but that Hierophant is like the beliefs that I was talking about. Your internal world is changing. And I feel like maybe you're looking at like, okay, the structures, the way that society has maybe taught you, your upbringing, things like that. You're looking at those and maybe seeing a little bit of like smoke and mirrors. You could be aligning with a more complete, with body and soul, like a more complete holistic view on life, on yourself, on what is important, right? Body, mind, soul, like all those things, our emotions, our energetics, like all those things are important. And so I feel like you're like potentially awakening to this. There could be a little bit of like, I'm getting a little bit of a battle kind of in your energy, like where you're struggling, you're grappling with this a little bit. Your beliefs could definitely be shifting, could definitely be changing. You could be coming from a more, how do I want to say this? What you've been taught growing up could be shifting. But also what I'm getting is that what you've believed, right? Subconsciously, the things that you saw in your life, the way your upbringing was, the way you were told certain things, your belief systems of just like how you see the world, I feel like could be shifting. And you're really looking at like, does this align with me? And there's an element of needing to kind of do this inner work. Having compassion with yourself, but also kind of going very inward. The Strength and the Hermit are both very inward cards. And I think it's for you to understand, like, what do I believe? What do I think to be true? What do I know to be true? And on kind of looking at like, okay, well, like what I've done up to this point has got me X, Y, and Z result. Am I happy with that? Or does there need to be change here? And do I need to pivot? Or do I believe in something totally different? Because obviously this doesn't work. I feel like even if it's not your spiritual side of things, this could be with the way we make money, the way we work, what we consider valuable in our lives. Relationships, what we want out of relationships, what we're willing or not willing to settle for. All of those types of things I feel like could be coming into this. Maybe all you're grappling with, or maybe it's just one of those few things, but it's like there's this self-discovery that I feel like is happening here that you're like, maybe I don't believe in this. Maybe I just feel like you're opening up to new things, new ways of looking at things. And it's going to kind of open you up to like a whole new world. And sometimes that can feel kind of scary. But I think you're seeing through the illusion. You're seeing through what has and hasn't been working. Because that's what this Seven of Pentacles is about. It's like, okay, has the work that I've put in and the seeds I've planted yielded the results that I want? Because if not, I might continue to not do this, or I might continue to do it, right? But it's like you're kind of evaluating. And the only person who can give you these answers as to what's next or what you believe or how to go about things is yourself. Like, you're the one that, even if you get guidance, it's still up to you if you're what you're going to believe, what you're going to allow, if that makes sense. And we got Strength again. So you're having to kind of be strong through this moment in time. Like, you're having to really kind of go inward and trust yourself. And some of you might kind of feel like you're walking this journey alone. I really encourage you to try and find community if that's the case. We also have Happiness. We have Truth. And we have Transformation. It's interesting. Each pile has got transformation, but they've all the messages have been quite different. We also have Sanctuary. So it's like, what is the truth within? What really makes you happy? There's an internal transformation that's happening this month for you, where things are changing. What's important to you? What brings you happiness? What brings you your sense of truth is something only you can know. Only you can tell yourself. Only you can discover for yourself. Right? It's when people tell us what should make us happy that we end up not being happy. And I feel like maybe you're going through some challenging times, or you've been through some challenging times, but you are overcoming these with this Strength energy. You're overcoming these, and now you're this pearl. Now you're this beautiful pearl, or you're going to be this beautiful pearl. I feel like as well with the raven here, and then we have the bird here with the bluebird. There's also about listening to communication messages, like chirps, the little, like, your intuitive nudges, especially with Oracle's Gift and the watch for signs. Like, there's something around paying attention to the signs, the little thoughts that you have. And this month might be a month where you're very much in kind of your own little world. You're kind of in your own sanctuary, wanting to maybe be in your own space, in your own company, while you're kind of going through this. It feels very personal, it feels very internal, and I feel like that's where you're maybe not necessarily wanting to be around certain people, if that makes sense. So let's see. Let's get a final angel number for pile number 3. I do want to say some of you could even be grappling with the fact of like spirituality. Some of you could be looking at going back into more of a religion or something to that effect. There's nothing wrong with that. I always feel like my personal belief, and this is not obviously set in stone, but my personal belief is that some of us need more of a concrete path to follow. Spirituality is very open. It's very vast. Everything's rooted in the same thing. So you're never going to go wrong as long as you have the right intentions and these things come from the right places. Spirituality can also be a not great environment depending on who you're around, right? Same with religion, right? It's all, you experience good and bad in everything. And I think that so for me personally, I'm a very open-minded person. And so I'm very open to different ways of viewing things. And I like viewing things in different ways. And I think that's why I like spirituality, because it allows me to be open. It allows me to question things. It allows me to look at lots of different things. And I feel like there's other people that need more of like a very clear thing to follow, because it's kind of like how their mind works. It's kind of how they feel in alignment with things, and that's totally fine too, right? I think the intention around it, how it's being used, all that kind of stuff, right? Like there's that in everything. And I just feel like some of you could be coming into spirituality. Some of you could be questioning the spirituality piece. So yeah. So your angel numbers, we have 191, new opportunities. You got a few cards here. Make a positive change. And we have change here in that oracle card. Your angels are pushing you towards a change that you need to make. When you are excited about new opportunities and people coming your way, good things will arrive. You are being encouraged to focus on the positives in new situations and to look forward to the challenges that will inevitably come with them. Listen to a song that empowers you right now as you let yourself feel inspired and excited for what is to come. So this, I feel like, is part of that transformation piece. Change is happening, and I feel like it is positive change, but it might feel kind of heavy because you're having to navigate your own feelings in your own direction. But I feel like staying focused on maybe some of the positive things, the good things that are happening because of this is important, because it helps show you that there's progress, there's change is happening in a good way, and it's not all heavy and bad all the time. We also have 111 with screenshot. Pause your thinking and hit the reset button. Think of the universe as taking a screenshot of your frame of mind right now. Everything that's going on, all your thoughts, feelings, goals, and dreams are going to be replicated. Get on a high vibe quickly so you can manifest your best life moving forward. Recall a positive memory that stirs an emotion such as love, peace, and/or gratitude right now in full and living color. And then we have 000 with universe abundance. The universe abundantly supports you. The force of love is around you. This number enhances all attributes of the other cards that you've drawn today, creating a powerful connection between you and your angels. Visualize the power of the universe flowing into your being and envision your own creative forces amping you up to meet it. Draw another card, knowing that the next message will be amplified by this energy. So there's definitely the mindset piece. How are you viewing things? And that's going to influence how the abundance shows up for you. The universe always wants to bring us abundance, but when we don't believe in it or we don't align with it, that's when things kind of go astray. I am going to read you the bottom of the deck one, because it says 477, visualize harmony, release worry, and welcome peace. Be comforted. The fears you have are not supposed to be yours alone to hold. Visualize your angels taking them from you, leaving you with only a harmonious peace. Sit in meditation right now and picture a bright light washing over you, evaporating all your fears. Then take a few deep breaths and picture what harmony looks like to you. This is making me... So I was in a course last weekend, and there was a girl that I was talking to that I was sitting beside, and we were talking about, she had went to see someone, and this person's like very intuitive and very, just always has the right thing to say. And she had said at one point to her, basically, like, whoever you believe in, whether it's angels, your guides, your ancestors, God, give your worries to them and just ask them to hold them for you. They'll always be there for you to go back to if you want to. But just let them temporarily hold that worry for you, hold that fear for you. And let them support you in that. And let them hold it so you can take it off of your shoulders for this time. You can always go back to it. You can always ask for it back if you want. But just let them hold it. And at some point you'll probably realize, I don't need to hold that anymore. Like, I don't need that back. We can let that go, right? And I thought that was a very cool way of not feeling like you have to just like give it up to nothing. Like, you can always take it back. You can always bring it back into your life if you want, right? Because a lot of times our worries and our fears and stuff like that are security for us, right? And so when people say, oh, just let it go, just release it, that can seem easier said than done, right? And so when we can give up our worries or our fears to a higher power, but just know that they're holding on to it for us and we can always ask for it back, I feel like there's a little bit of comfort in there where it's like we don't have to fully let go of control, right? We just can take a break and we can bring it back whenever we want. So I don't know if that helps you or if that helps the situation, but I just felt called to share that based on this card. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Hopefully this makes sense for you. Hopefully this resonated. If not, feel free to check out any of the other piles or a different reading on my channel. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful month of November. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. It helps me, helps the channel, but also helps other people who need these messages see them and get the guidance and support that they might need, just like you did. So I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for being here as always, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.